Oh,
Okay, Mr. Lane, you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Where are you right now?
I'm in my apartment. Why, we're doing the show in a few minutes?
Mr. Lane, we are live on the air right now. What the hell are you talking about? We're live on the air. I invited you, buddy. What the hell's going on?
Hold on. Here, well, let me see if I got the invite. See, I think that I might put my MacBook Air on, so.
I don't care what you got to put on. I don't care what you got to put on. Put your makeup on. Get on the damn show, Mr. Lane. All right, well, we should.
I'll be there shortly.
All right, should I hang up the phone then?
Yes.
All right.
I'll be there shortly. Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Horsemen Hangout. It is April 27th, 2016. We are inching closer to May, and it is time to bring back our live edition of the Horsemen Hangout. It's been too long. It's been way too long. My name is Rue. I am here joined this week by my esteemed panel, starting with the legendary Mr. Big Josh Hinkle. Big Josh Hinkle, how are you on this Wednesday evening?
I'm all right. I just came back from Nashville from like Sunday through Tuesday, and the hotel room I was staying at, it had the worst continental breakfast at the La Quinta Inn Suites. I mean, I walked up the street to the Waffle House.
One sec.
Were you was your fan? I mean, when I go to a hotel, I always look forward to the continental breakfast. Did your family look forward to it too, and then they were kind of let down? In other words.
Yeah, pretty much. The waffles I ate was so bad I threw up walking down the street. It was bad.
You vomited up the waffles.
Yeah, because it sucked. I went to the Waffle House, spent $20.
That ain't good. That's a ripoff. That's a ripoff if you ask me.
I know.
Also joining us, what's that, Josh?
I know.
Okay. Josh, is your camera looks a little fuzzy? Is it just me, or is it a little blurry?
I have no idea here.
Oh, I got you now. You're a little better now. Okay.
Hallelujah.
Also joining us this week for the first time with video, my good friend of Root TV, excellent, intelligent wrestling fan, Bullet Club. Bullet Club, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
Doing good. I think you're doing good because the last time we talked, we were talking about how the Bullet Club was going to debut, and we've seen a couple new members of the Bullet Club debut on Raw since then. We'll get into all that.
Can I just say?
But you are excited.
I'll wait my turn.
All right. But Bullet Club, not to get in depth.
What's going on?
Not to get in depth, but you are giddy. You are excited about Luke Gallows.
Oh my God! Raw. Yeah, it's been a great couple weeks for me so far. So yeah, it's been awesome.
Also, thank you, Bullet Club. We'll go back to you in just a bit. Also joining us, the soon-to-be-married, my younger brother, my baby brother, Justin DiBiase. And yes, for those of us watching for the first time, our real last name is DiBiase. You can go back on the YouTube channel and watch a video with Virgil where he confirmed it on my driver's license. Justin DiBiase, you are getting married in 2 days. You're back on the Hangout. How you doing, Justin?
Couple of things, Mr. Root TV. Number one, please introduce me as the creator and godfather of the Horseman Hangout, because without me, there is no Horseman Hangout, okay?
All right.
Let's get that straight. Second, don't interrupt me. Secondly, I want to say to Big Josh Hinkle, congratulations on 50 great episodes, momentous episodes of Big Josh TV. I'm one of probably your top 10 fans, probably maybe top 5 fans. Very, very good accomplishment there. And welcome to Mr. Bullet Club. I want to know, the bump that you took on Root TV was actually a pretty, that super kick he gave you wasn't Root TV. It was, that was Herb, I think, right? Herb Crackerjack?
Yeah.
Or was that Tony Malachi?
Yes, Mr. Herb Crackerjack.
That was one of the greatest. That was one of the greatest sell jobs I've ever seen. So I just want to give you props on that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I had watched the video after the fact. After Herb told me about it, he said I had to watch it, so I checked it out. But we are broadcasting right now, guys, from my Kayfabe Rue YouTube channel. Reason being is I figure any time that I host a show we should put it on this channel. Anytime Mr. Justin hosts the show, we should put it on his channel. I don't know, just make it a little easier. Also, not to toot my own horn, but the last time I hosted the show on here, we got close to 200 views on my YouTube channel, whereas we get considerably less on Justin's YouTube.
Well, I'm just not active. I'm just not as active.
Yeah. Well, in any event, it looks like just in the nick of time to join the host, Mr. Justin, to join Bullet Club, to join Big Josh Ankle, is the legendary man himself from the land of Atlanta, GA. Well, not really, but he likes the Bravos.
Green
Mr.
and black.
Lane, sir.
Green and black.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody.
How you doing, Mr. Lane? Long time no see. How are your issues with your Verizon Fios?
Well, last night I was able to get my box, so I was able to connect that last night, so I was able to get that settled. So it's much better. See, if you guys saw my YouTube video, I did 2 versions of it. One was like a 9-minute video, and the other one was a time lapse where the point of it was like turning off by itself. But then I was able to get a box replacement basically. So that's what I was able to do. So yeah, it went well.
Well, it's good to have you back here. We've been conversing on the phone and through text message over the past couple days.
Yes, we have.
I called you from Wawa yesterday. I was ordering a sandwich at the deli. I talked to you, then my phone died, and then I called you just a minute ago. You were on the air, and man, it's just good to see you. It's good to see your face again, Mr. Lane.
Oh, glad to see you too there, Rue. Glad to see you too, Mr. Josh.
To see you, Mr. Lane.
What's going on there, Justin, sir? What's up?
Nothing much. Just getting ready for my wedding. You're gonna miss a hell of a show, Mr. Lane.
Well, yeah, I know. I've been very busy lately. I mean, it's just a long story basically. So
yeah,
we'll talk about it another time. But
I do know about those issues. We'll discuss the issues off air. In other words.
Exactly.
All right. So thank you, Mr. Lane. Before we get started, Big Josh Ankle, you want to see my surprise?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Wait. Oh, wait. We got that right.
How many weights did you say? I think that was like 12 weights in a row.
Well, okay, here we go. Drum roll.
There it is. Look at that right there. Do you see that? What's that say, Big Josh?
Rue TV. Nope, just kidding. Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo, bro.
Where'd you get that?
I got it at a few weeks ago. I think I got it at Target.
Oh, nice.
Okay, we're gonna start the show, guys. Since we last left you, a couple major news happenings. Well, first off the bat, pay our respects. Horsemen Hangout. 2 wrestlers have passed away. 2 major wrestlers have passed away since the last time we went on the air. One being ECW original Balls Mahoney, very sad, passed away on his couch while watching Jeopardy with his wife. So sad. He keeled over.
Really?
Yeah, he was watching Jeopardy. Apparently, his wife said that he was answering questions on Jeopardy. And he said he had chest pains or something, shortness of breath, and it snowballed from there. But rest in peace, Balls Mahoney. I watched him for years, man. I think the last time Justin and I saw him live was at the arena for one of those House of Hardcore shows a couple years ago. But rest in peace, Balls. He was very entertaining. Even though he wasn't, the best technical wrestler, he was always entertaining in the ring. And as a Philadelphia wrestling fan, pay my respects to Mr. Balls Mahoney. Anybody else before we move on to the next deceased wrestler? Anybody have any thoughts on Balls Mahoney?
Well, I saw him on a Monday Night Raw. I think it was one of the last times I was at a Raw show. It's been a long time since I've watched Raw. So, I just saw him wrestle. I think it was against Lance Cade. It was a dark match in Philadelphia. I think I recall watching it.
Right,
And he wrestled. The fans in Philadelphia were into him, and there was a lot of ECW chants. It was very nice. So
he lived a very hardcore lifestyle. Very nice human, but also very rough around the edges. But a Great character. They don't make him like they used to anymore. And Balls was one of that from the old school. Also, rest in peace to China, who recently passed away. Can't remember what day it was. About I don't know,
Thursday.
3 or 4 days ago.
Thursday.
And yeah, Thursday.
Last week Thursday, yeah.
Last Thursday. Okay, yeah. And she
Yeah.
cause of death not known, but everything.
Oh, wait, Ryan. I don't
Yeah.
mean to cut you off there. They said she overdosed on her medication. It was off her Ambien and something else.
They just they just announced that.
Yeah, it said it was an overdose of Valium and some other medic.
Ambien.
Ambien, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of had a hunch that's what it was because they didn't find any illegal substances. It was stuff that she was prescribed, and she was just very depressed. And when you're depressed like that, you tend to overdo it on your prescribed medicine, and that on top of drinking is not a good combination. So
Yeah.
used in a bad way. So rest in peace, China. Anybody have any thoughts on the ninth wonder of the world before we move on?
I do.
Okay.
Well, I met China
I actually
back
met-
in
I actually
October.
met China last month, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Did you? Well,
And,
let's go
I
to
met her at
Bullet Club. Bullet Club first.
Whorehound.
What's that, Bullet Club?
There's a picture of. I met China a month ago, like last month, literally, at Horrorhound, the horror convention after Monster Mania. And when I met her, like, she seemed to be doing like great. Like,
Yeah.
she seemed positive. She seemed like, she had her shit together and everything. And then when I heard that she just like died, I was like, wait, what? I thought at first it was like some sort of hoax, like someone was just punking us, but
Yeah.
no. Then I heard like everyone was like tweeting it. There's reliable sources, and I was like, wow. I was just really struck by it because I literally just met someone who was like so wonderful, so grateful for her fans, and she loved her fans. Like,
Yeah.
she was just such a peach, and I'm just still overwhelmed by it. I'm still shocked that she just died. Like.
Yeah, it was very, very sad. She
I don't know,
seemed
it's just really weird.
to be on the road.
It's on the
Yeah.
Whoa.
She seemed to be on the road back to recovery, and unfortunately, her attempts at forgiveness or to get the WWE to forgive and forget things that she said and to get back in their good graces did not work because they didn't take her phone calls. They wouldn't really give her the time of day. And I really feel sad that it took her dying to finally get recognition. And that's all I'll say about that.
Yeah,
Big Josh Hinkle, you had something. We cut you off. Sorry. Go.
Okay, hold on. Okay, here's what I have to say. Yeah, I met like Bullet Club. I met her back in October at Fanboy Expo, and she was happy. She was just happy to meet the people. And you see the picture on the screen. That was the autographed picture I bought from her, and in which I was shocked, like Bullet Club, like everybody else is, that I thought it was a hoax, but it just hit me so hard that I met her like months ago.
Yeah, very, very sad. Anybody else have any comments before we move on?
Well,
I'd like to say something.
Go ahead, Ben.
China, to me, was bigger than the WWE itself. And what I mean by that is, growing up and even now, well, not so much now because it's changed, but Vince McMahon and the bookers were always, all the women were either valets, like the prissy valets, or they were divas, right? There was no China. There was no cool, again, a cool woman who could be one of the guys. And not to get too political or anything like that, but China was like the first one who was, I mean, you saw her in the Royal Rumble. She was cool. She was in DX. She was like she broke the mold of what a woman in pro wrestling on television at least was to me. I mean, you had Luna Vachon and people like that, but she was different, and she dared to be different in a time where you couldn't be that way. So China was a unique individual, and we'll never see another one like her. Well, I mean, we may, but she opened the doors for other women to really break through and become something in a world where Vince and all his bookers, made it very pigeonholed for women.
Yeah, I agree with that. And she obviously, pro wrestling is entertainment and mixed martial arts is real, but I mean, she really was like Ronda Rousey before Ronda Rousey. I mean, she was the first strong female, fighter, even though it is.
Yeah, not just that. She was cool. She was like, she was an important part of DX. She was cool. I like,
Yeah, and you know what? I have to be honest with you guys. Towards the end of her run, I really didn't care for what she was doing. I mean, they put her in there against matches. They were doing some squash matches against Ivory and doing some basic stuff. I really didn't care for that. I really enjoyed those early years when she was with DX and some of the stuff she did with Eddie Guerrero and Mark Henry and Chris Jericho and all that stuff that she did. A lot of funny stuff and a lot of entertaining stuff and a lot of good stuff in the ring too. She'll be missed, definitely. Very sad situation there. But moving on, Bullet Club. Since last we left, we touched upon it at the beginning of the show, and maybe you can fill us in because I know my brother Justin has been so busy prepping his wedding, he hasn't really seen what's going on with this new crew that's debuted in the WWE, a new tag team. But I think there might be a little bit more to this story because the rumor has it that Mr. Finn Balor is on his way to the main roster, and it could have something to do with this whole deal with the Bullet Club, AJ, possibly even Roman Reigns. I don't even know what's cooking, but you want to comment on this whole
Well,
debut?
earlier this week, there's that going back to Finn Balor. There actually was something on Ringside News that the Facebook the page, and they're saying that Finn Balor, he's actually staying in NXT. He's not going up to the main roster anytime soon. But I don't know if that was like a hoax or anything, but that's the latest I heard about Finn Balor because he dropped spoiler, but I'm sure everyone knows, but he lost to Samoa Joe last week for the title.
He did.
And people think, oh, he's gonna go to the main roster, but there's been no him actually going. So I don't know. I mean, I heard he said he wasn't gonna go, then he was. So I'm not sure. I mean, I don't feel like he needs to go right now, anyways, because right now with AJ, he's feuded with Roman Reigns, and you got Anderson and Gallows backing him up, which I like, and I kind of wanted to see how that unfolds because I think from what else I've been reading, they want to turn AJ Styles heel,
right?
And they want to have that feud just to make Roman Reigns look strong. Then from what I'm hearing, from my prediction, they're going to try to reunite the Shield. Like when Seth Rollins comes back, it's going to be like the Shield versus Bullet Club at, I want to say either SummerSlam or Survivor Series. I like to say SummerSlam. Because Rollins is supposed to be returning sometime, I want to say like early summer, like maybe June or July. Right. He's almost actually healed up. He's actually making more progress than we all thought he was going to make, which is great. And when he comes back, he's obviously going to be a face because people are going to love him and miss him.
Oh, most definitely. Mr. Lane, have you seen this new tag team, Luke Gallows and escaping me, Anderson, I believe, Carl Anderson.
Right. Well, I did see a little bit of them. They attacked Roman Reigns, and that AJ Styles he shook hands with those guys basically for the Bullet Club.
You know what?
Yeah, go ahead,
Mr. Lane. And I'm going to go back. I'm going to bring back a little aspect of Bullet Club's interview with Herb Crackerjack. And you made a good point during that interview. You said that guys like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, smaller guys that never get a chance, are on the main stage and really getting a shot to shine. Of course, Bryan is done, but Zayn and Owens, etc. And that's great. But what stands out to me about Anderson and Doc Gallows is they really look like old school roughneck wrestlers. Like they could have gotten into a feud with the Road Warriors, back then. They look like the kind of guys who would literally legit kick somebody's ass. And that's what I really like.
They beat the shit out of Jey Uso. I don't mean to interrupt, but they literally beat the shit out of Jey Uso.
And it's been so.
It was awesome, though.
And it's been so long since we had somebody like that, and I just feel like it's a very breath of fresh air from the Ascension and all that other bullshit. But Mr. Hinkle or Mr. Justin, does anybody want to comment on anything currently WWE related before we move on?
Can I just ask? Cause I apologize because I haven't watched it in a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's all right.
I flicked on. Was I watching SmackDown or Raw? I guess I was watching Raw. There's a new black fellow. I think he was from NXT.
Yep.
I think he was fighting. Who's he? Can't remember.
Apollo Crews.
Apollo
Yes,
Crews,
Apollo Crews. Yeah.
Yep.
What's his background? What's his
Also known as Ooh Nation.
Uha Nation, right? Uha Nation. Well, anyway, yeah, he's
Also, I want to ask. About another thing I saw was the guy who won the Andre Memorial Battle Royal seems to be getting like a small push on the main roster.
Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Baron Corbin. Yeah. I mean, I know that's a typical Vince, kind of guy. WWE. He's got the look. Definitely has the look. But does he have the mic skills, and does he have what it takes to be, at least a mid-carder?
My opinion, and I'll go real quick because I want you guys to talk about him. I like the way he looks. I think he reminds me a lot of, I don't know, a little bit of a Jake Roberts type. He's nowhere near Jake Roberts in terms of psychology, but he cuts a pretty good promo. He's okay ring work wise, but I just like that he's a big dude and he's intimidating because we don't have too many of those guys. We don't have too many of those guys anymore. They're few and far between, and he does actually look intimidating, and
he does,
and cuts a pretty good promo. Should be noted, one of the last promos I saw him cut in NXT, he brought up Virgil, so he won me over. He's over with me now. He brought up Virgil. So, but anybody else want to talk about him or any of it? But before I throw it to anybody else, to spawn off what Justin just said, they are debuting a lot of NXT guys on the main roster now. Of course, Enzo and Big Cass have been there for, I don't know, a couple months now, I guess, month and a half. Baron Corbin, Sami Zayn. We talked about Balor possibly being there, a couple other guys. Anybody have any comments on this NXT influx of talent?
I don't like it personally.
You like it or don't like it?
I don't like it. I
You
really
don't
don't
like
like it. No, I do not like it at all.
Explain.
Because you're basically taking away all the talent from NXT that has now, and then who's going to replace it? It's just so uneven. And the other thing is, like, the only reason I think this is happening is because this is the year. I can remember a time anything like this from all the time watching wrestling, that there's been so many wrestlers injured.
Yeah.
There's at least, like, if I'm not mistaken, like 15 people injured. At least, and they gotta bring these guys, but it's like, oh, are they just like seat fillers? Are they just filling their seats until they return, then they go back to NXT? Like, that's not fair to them.
Yeah.
Because you can only have so many people on the roster, unless they're gonna do a roster split like they've done in the past. Because I can't see this being a good thing.
Yeah,
some of them are gonna get shit on.
Justin, just to spawn off of what Bullet Club, Joey Cohn, Justin texted me and asked me, do you think they're going to do a brand split? Because he heard that rumor. I'm like, the first thing that came to my mind is there's no way they don't have enough stars. But then when he kind of broke it down, I guess technically if Cena and Rollins come back, and then maybe Brock comes back, Randy Orton, I guess technically you might have enough to do it. It's still going to be thin, but
how? I guess their ultimate goal is, money and their stock. How is that going to help? How's that going to help the people subscribing to the network? There has to be an ulterior motive why they would do that. Like, I'm trying to think why that would help them.
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, it's to make. I don't watch SmackDown. Maybe that's.
Maybe guys are tired of traveling to like doing both shows. Maybe it's a behind the scenes thing. Because I don't know why not having some guys on one but not having them on the other is good. Like, I didn't like the brand split, but I don't know. They must know more than us.
The draft was always fun, but other than that, that was about it. I always loved watching the draft, and then after that, it was. I remember the ECW brand would always get shit on. I hated that.
Well, Mr. Lane.
Yes.
On a related question, buy or sell interleague play?
I'll buy it right now. Why not? But then I wonder if the National League's going to adopt the designated hitter in the long term. But
Yeah,
but let's go. Yeah.
I asked that because the brand, I guess, mixing is almost like interleague play, and if you keep them brand separate, then it's almost like the old ALNL split. But I'll let you. I'll hang up and let you talk, Mr. Host.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on with that, but very positive vibes about my Phillies. Before we get into the rest of the topics, I really want to let Big Josh, because I promised him, Big Josh, have the floor. Talk about these haters and trolls that kind of really got you down earlier today. I will shoot on these people, Big Josh, Macy's window style. Go.
Well, nah, I ain't worried about that because personally, I'm not gonna stoop to this guy's level. He
Who was
basically
it? Who was it?
some guy. It was like this Mexican guy named Victor Rodriguez.
Victor Rodriguez.
Yeah, he said on tweet says, shut up your mouth, you fat sloth. Do yourself a tribute and take twice as many pills and die like China.
What made him so mad at you? I don't understand. I don't get it.
I did that emotional rant about China and the WWE, and I forgot to turn off the comments, and I saw the comment.
I don't get it. What do you mean turn off the comments? I don't
You
get
can
it.
disable the comments on your YouTube videos.
Oh, I thought you said he sent you a tweet.
No, say the comment.
Oh, I see. Well, Mr.
Yeah,
Victor,
but I ain't worried about him.
Mr. Victor Rodriguez, I'd like to formally invite you on the Horseman Hangout so we could bring you to Macy's storefront window and you can kiss Big Josh's ass.
Yeah, but no need. I'm not stooping to this level. There's no point.
I'm gonna look up Victor on YouTube after the show and I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind.
No, don't, Ryan.
Do it.
No, I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna.
Google Hangouts, Google Plus. He's got a profile. It's a picture of him with a New York Yankees hat on,
Yeah.
like an American flag as his profile pics from New York.
All right, I'm gonna give this guy a piece of my mind.
Wait, Mr. Big Josh, I just want to say one thing off the top of my head. I did watch a couple episodes of you on the Super Ugly show.
Yeah.
I like the show. Those guys are pretty cool on there. I'll just comment. One major difference between this show and that show is the vulgarity. It's a lot of vulgarity. Not saying it's bad, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Hey, Ryan, you didn't see what I put up, didn't you?
No, tell me what'd you put up, Big Josh?
You see it on the screen, don't you?
Oh, Tony Malibu for Baboon, yeah. Tony Malibu for president. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I mean, Tony will be back soon, I'm sure. He's somewhere. He's probably down in AC and at the tables playing, gambling, so. But, all right, guys. I really don't want to do a full payback review or anything like that. Does anybody have any I just want to talk about the main event real quickly because there's a big rumor going around. The main event, Justin, if you don't know, is Roman Reigns defending the title against AJ Styles.
Right, I did see that.
Right off the bat, I'm going to tell you right now, AJ Styles is not going to win the belt. There's no way in hell this happens, especially since Roman Reigns is the hand-picked love child of Vince McMahon. But the big rumor going around is they're going to start this new faction. Either the Bullet Club or the Shield is going to be reunited. But then at the same time, like our Bullet Club just said, there's rumors that AJ might turn heel. So I don't know. That would be idiotic to do that during a match because Roman Reigns is going to get booed. If you turn AJ during the match, what reaction do you expect? You're going to get AJ cheered when you're turning him, so it doesn't make any sense.
It'd probably be after the match, if anything. That's probably when it would happen.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any predictions on this match? Because I right off the bat, my friend Joey Cohn texted me yesterday. Wanted my prediction. I said, "There's no way in hell AJ is winning. Reigns is winning. I'm going to assume with some sort of outside interference from either Finn Balor or the Shield. That's my prediction." Anybody have any comments on the main event of Payback?
I'm going to say Roman Reigns wins.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Bullet Club, what do you any other comments on that?
I don't want Reigns to win.
Yeah.
No, I personally don't want Reigns to win because one, he's getting so much heat on him from the crowd. Like everywhere they've been going lately, they've just been booing him, and I don't know if he's trying to be heel or babyface. I don't know what Roman Reigns. I don't know what they're trying to make Roman Reigns right now.
Well, one of the things.
Like, okay, so he wins. I get it, but then who's next?
After Reigns, I would guess Bullet Club, since Cena is coming back in May, are they going to bring Cena back and have him wrestle for the freaking U.S. title again? I mean, like, to me, I think you bring back Cena and you throw him right back in there in the world title hunt. So That's what I think.
Yeah, but then you forget Seth Rollins is supposed to come back too, and he never lost the title, so he
Correct,
could
I
easily.
agree.
So then Seth Rollins could face AJ, because who would not want to see that match?
Yeah, and that's the way they could. That's
I
the
don't know.
way
I think I can see AJ winning. I can see Roman winning. I just kind of want to see the match. I really don't have a prediction. I just know it's going to be a good match.
There's a lot of
That's really weird, word for me to say, but it's going to be a good match regardless.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways
There's going
they
to be a
can
lot of
go.
tension building up. It's going to be a lot of drama. It's going to be good. It's going to be entertaining to watch.
Ultimately, I think what they're leading up to is Roman Reigns against Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. That's my opinion, and I think that's where Seth Rollins is going to take the strap back. If anybody else doesn't have any comments on that, I think we should move on to some other topics at hand.
Well, are we talking any more Payback by any chance?
Oh yeah, jump in. Talk any Payback.
Well, I wanted to know, and I just want to know. My only question to everybody in this hangout is, how long is Shane McMahon going to really run Monday Night Raw? Because Vince McMahon's supposed to make his little decision. That's really the only other major story that I can think of from the Payback show. You know, Vince
Can I just
McMahon.
comment? What was the point of the Hell in a Cell match if Shane was just gonna run Raw regardless?
It makes
I didn't get to the point of that.
There's no logic.
It was a
behind
good
it.
match. I thought it was a very good match.
Doesn't make any sense.
There's no logic. If this was an actual TV show, people would be vilifying it.
No. I'm not saying the match wasn't bad. It was a good match. I'm saying, what was the point of the reason? If Shane wins, he runs Raw. If they
It doesn't make sense. In other words,
it's probably for hype, but I just don't get it. It's Shane runs Raw regardless.
doesn't make sense at all. And the only thing I'm thinking is maybe this ties into the Bullet Club storyline, where maybe Shane's going to be behind this the Balor Club or the Bullet Club. I don't know. It's just so convoluted. Their stories suck. I mean, the matches, I would definitely say, compared to other years, are very much improved. But the storylines, I've never seen it this bad. And I'm not saying that because I'm a biased. I love the Attitude Era, but I've never seen it this just illogical and lame. I think if you're 10 years old, you probably love it. Anybody over 10 years old who's seen a wrestling storyline play out over a year just knows this is the shit. It's just awful storytelling. What's that?
Low ratings because Raw was like a 19-year low, 2.1, like a 2.1, 2.2.
Can we talk a little bit about Mr. Justin? Can we talk a little bit about Virgil's song called F Money? Now, we talked about this song possibly being your wedding walkout song. If you don't know what it is, go to YouTube. Primetime Sam Roberts from the Opie and Anthony show. He had Virgil on his podcast, on his video podcast, and they cut a track of. All right, bring on Gina. Bring on Gina. Wait.
Pull them out. Green and black.
Green and black, like my skin. It's green and black. So anyway, you know what we're gonna do right now? I am going to play.
Mr. Host,
wait a minute.
Can we please get Virgil on this show at some point?
I think we might need to.
I assume if we
just
give
take him to
him,
Olive Garden, you'll be fine. Take him to Olive Garden.
Yes, guys, can I ask you guys if it's silent for a second? I'm gonna play this real quick. All right, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Lane, thoughts on that song?
Crazy, man. I wish I could freeze right now.
That was Virgil's hit song, Mr. Henkel is Frozen. Oh, look at that. I think Henkel is frozen. Look at that.
Hey, he's trying to steal my moves. I'm the one that froze in the first place.
Mr. Justin,
Mr. Dorsey made me frozen last year.
Mr. Justin, check out Big Josh Hinkle's caption there. Look at that.
He is frozen.
Look at his caption.
He's happy.
Can't
Can you
see
read
it.
that?
Bring on Gina.
Oh, I see.
Justin.
Bring on Gina.
Bring on Gina Justin. Who is Gina Justin?
No, bring on Gina Justin.
Oh, I thought you meant like a singer named Gina Justin from.
I'll see what I can do since it is my wedding week. Let's see if I can get a quick appearance real quick.
She wears the
I
pants.
can't guarantee anything.
All right. So while we wait for Gina Justin to show up,
She wears the pants in the family.
kids in the family. When she comes on the show, I think we owe her a round of applause. So when she shows up, we can all give her a round of applause. This is Gina Justin's fiance, who is going to be on the show. Who's not going to be on the show in a second, hopefully. Big Josh Hinkle. Oh, Mr. Lane, what's going on with your face there, dude?
Hold on, okay, now I'm back. I was just trying to play some backgrounds, don't mind me.
Bullet Club, are you you're from more towards North Jersey, or where are you from? Not to divulge your locale,
Buffalo, New York.
Oh, Buffalo, that's right, Buffalo.
I'm from Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, we got to go to another.
I got bad news.
Damn.
She's in the shower right now.
Ah.
Oh, wait a minute. For Mr. Lane, that's good news.
Did you stop, man?
What?
You pulled a grill on Monsoon. I pulled a grill on Monsoon. Look, you stop.
Will you stop? All right, anybody up for some Promo Mania? Who wants to try Promo Mania?
Rusev Lane.
Wait a minute. I'm going. No more Rusev Lane.
Not right now, man.
All right. Before we get to Promo Mania, does anybody, and it doesn't have to be about wrestling, does anybody have anything to get off their chest? Anybody want to shoot? Because I really don't have too much of a format tonight. It was sort of an informal show, and was going to let you guys talk about things. Mr. Lane, did you have anything you wanted to shoot?
Wait.
Wow.
Just.
I gotta leave. I gotta do something.
All right. Well, give me your final thoughts, Mr. Justin. Your last appearance on the Hangout as a single host.
My last Horseman Hangout as a single host. I started this show, must have been 2 years ago, with a dream to make this show one of the greatest shows on YouTube. I think we've accomplished that, gang. I think we've accomplished it. We have great guests. Big Josh Hinkle, Mr. Lane, Stephen Page, Bullet Club, Mr. Rue, Mr. Zorzi.
Shout out to Mr. Zorzi. Wait a minute. Shout out to Mr. Zorzi. Shout out to Mr. Zorzi.
Some of the greatest personalities on YouTube. And I just want to say how proud I am of this show, what it's become. But I am making a milestone in my life, and I'll never forget the Horseman Hangout. I'll always be here, and hopefully I'll get less busy, and after the wedding I will be able to host again. But Mr. Rue, you're doing a great job as host. And that's about it. I'm going to come back rejuvenated, refreshed after the honeymoon, and ready to talk about things. So,
and I think this is true. Have a good time, Justin. I will see you tomorrow night. And have a good time. And yeah. So I think.
The orderly. He's drunk. Look out.
He's already drunk. Get the hell out of here.
He's done.
He's buzzed. He is sloshed. Anyway, guys, I got a couple more wrestling related things I want to talk about. But before I did, like I said, does anybody want to shoot on anything, Mr.
Wait, that's me. Ric Flair incident, Boston Airport.
I didn't hear anything about that. Tell me, Big Josh.
Ric Flair getting drunk, yeah.
What was that? He got drunk again?
Yeah, it was because he was disorderly. He had like a cut on his hand, supposedly. It's crazy shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, was this before or after he told Natalia to go kill herself? Did you hear about that?
After.
Okay, after. That's probably why he got drunk then. He felt bad.
Okay. I'm afraid to go meet him in Knoxville in June for the Fanboy Expo. He's going to be so drunk he smelled the liquor and all that.
I met Rick
I've actually met Ric Flair.
Were you at Bullet Club? Did you go to Monster Mania last? I'm trying to think. When was it? I think it was last.
Yeah,
Um,
I met Ric Flair at the Monster Mania, and
yeah, I was there. I was there too.
that I mean, for me personally, that was such a it was very disappointing actually.
Well, let me tell you
It
before.
wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
I paid. I'll shoot it back to you after I tell you what I did. I I paid. I hate to even say it.
$40.
Paid $40 for a selfie with the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
I
And
paid
then
30 for a China autograph. It's the greatest thing for me.
yeah, $40
I
for it. And as I was doing it, I'm thinking to myself, I really don't want to do this because for $40 you should get his autograph. But I don't know. The first time I just wanted to. You don't know how long Ric Flair is going to be around and how many selfies, how many pictures of Ric Flair do you actually get? Bullet Club, what did you end up getting when you met him?
Well, I was VIP, so I got the line cuts. That's the first person I went to go see
Right.
because he was only there for like I think 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I bought the package deal because I had the money at the time because I
Right.
was like, whatever. Because my friend was doing it too. It's like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. It's me. It's Ric Flair. But then when I met him, I mean, now I don't know if it wasn't really him. It was so much the staff because
Oh yeah.
it was kind of like push, like let's go, like shoot, see ya, and it's like it was just so like unrewarding. It's like I grew up watching this guy, and it's like that's it. Like
Yeah, and
I was supposed to like be more.
it's
It's
always
just disappointing.
it's really always the staff. And I would say anytime I've met a celebrity at either a Wizard World Comic Con or a Monster Mania, it's never the wrestler, it's never the celebrity that's like, all right, get out of here, dude. It's always the staff. It's always. I met Christopher Lloyd. I met Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future 2 years ago, Wizard World. Got it. Hello, Eddie Mozart. I met Christopher Lloyd, and as I was getting the photo shoot with him, asked him a quick question about Taxi and Andy Kaufman. It was a quick question. He answered it, but mid-question, I could hear this asshole. Come on, let's move it along. No questions. Like, dude, I'm paying $60 friggin' dollars or $50, whatever the hell it is. I can ask one question, and that's one thing that you should know if you ever go to meet these guys.
Yeah.
They're not gonna drag you away. Ignore them. Still ask your question. Still stay there. They're not gonna drag you away unless you're being overly obnoxious. If you want to ask Ric Flair a question, you should. If you want to ask Christopher Lloyd a question, you should. No matter what the douchebags in line tell you, because they're instructed to keep the line moving. As long as you're not sitting there for 10 minutes, I think you should have your moment asking them whatever you want. So,
Ryan, let me ask you a question, Ryan.
yeah.
In June, I want Tim to get this signed right here. You see the Starship Enterprise in my hand?
I see it, sir. Yes.
It's like Captain Kirk and the lady it was like the black lady who played Captain Aurora.
Yeah.
They're going to be in Knoxville, but it's just they charge an arm and a leg and a kidney and all that stuff. You think it's worth trying to get signed, spend money, or?
Oh, it depends on how much. I mean, do you really? I mean, if
$60 to like 60, 40.
If it means
It depends on you, really. Like that's been my whole experience with getting stuff autographed.
Yeah, I might try to get this signed by the Outsiders, this NWO card.
Yeah, true. You should.
Yeah, it's signed by Kyle Petty, the driver. I should try to get some NWO guys.
Yeah, I would say, you know who I'm going to put over right now as the nicest celebrity to ever deal with fans at a convention or a show. Summer 2014, Roddy Piper. Everybody who went up to him, he treated like he was, you were his best friend. And he never ever. I mean, and of course, what resulted was a long wait for a line. But Roddy was the nicest person. He treated everyone just like his brother. Talked to everybody, asked their name. Just like what? I should bring up. Sid Haig was the same way. I met Sid Haig from House of a Thousand Corpses last summer too. Very nice guy. Talked to you just like he was your friend. And that's how it should be. That's my opinion.
Guy only charged $10 too for an autograph. I mean,
oh yeah,
$20.
He was the greatest. I sat there and talked with him for at least 10 minutes. That was pretty cool, man. Sid Haig was awesome. Anyway, does anybody have any other comments before we move on about getting autographs, Wizard World? I'm going to be at Wizard World, Philly, Thursday, June 2nd, I think. I'm going to be there, checking it out, maybe taking some video.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep, be there checking it out. But anyway, see what else we wanted to cover today. Payback, obviously, is Sunday.
Ugh.
I don't know. Anybody? I tried to watch TNA last night. I put on TNA. I DVR'd it, and it's not a bad show. It's not bad.
Funny. I saw
It's
a funny tweet about that today, or not a tweet, Facebook's.
Oh, you saw a tweet about it.
Apparently, it's supposed to be between. I don't watch it. It's supposed to be between, I think, Ethan Carter and who's the other guy?
Mike Bennett.
Oh, it was for the title, but Dixie put has to win by either pinball or submission.
Pinball
yeah, literally
or submission.
pinball. Yeah, and it's supposed to be pinball, but she put pinball on her Facebook.
It's really, oh god, yeah, it's really depressing to watch. It's really just depressing to watch. I don't have anything to say about it. I used to watch TNA religiously ever since, I don't know, probably like from 2002 to about 2010 or so, and it's just depressing. It doesn't take it away from the wrestling. I mean, the wrestlers work hard, they have good matches, but it's just a depressing, just like, it's almost like you're watching something that you know is going to die soon. It's like watching a like family member on life support. They just pull the plug. Big Josh, what are you doing over there? What is that?
What?
What's all this noise?
What? It's just a Yorkie. You know who this is.
Hey, Mr. Yorkie, Eddie Mozart, Hinkle Biscotti. You want to go? Scotty's nestled in her crate. She doesn't want to get up. But Eddie Mozart, don't you run out. Don't run out anymore. All right?
He hasn't lately. Oh, Ryan, I haven't been running out lately, man, so don't worry about it.
Eddie Mozart, what do you think about Payback this Sunday? Do you think Kevin Owens is going to beat Sami Zayn?
Oh, shut up about that fat ass. I hate Kevin Owens.
Hey, don't talk that way about Kevin Owens. He has a family to support.
Yeah, but he does have to eat them out of the house and home.
I don't know. I think my money's on you, Eddie Mozart, if you ever fought Kevin Owens.
Yeah, look at the muscles on this Yorkie.
Look at it. Pretty strong Yorkie there.
Okay. Flying Yorkies. Here we go. Wait, 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Lane.
Yes.
I'm not going to give the spoiler away, but is there any way you can? I don't know if Mr. Justin is watching this, but is there? Let's not talk about it, but just maybe a yes or no. Is there any way you can send me that? What we talked about earlier for that special surprise thing that we were going to do for Mr. Justin. Can you send me that?
Yeah.
If not, it's all right.
That later, I could send it to you in a little while. Yes.
All right, because Mr. Z had brought it up, and I was wondering if you could send that.
Yeah, well, we had discussed that in further discussions, yes.
I know there was some issues, I just didn't want to get into it, you know what I mean?
Right.
I watched your video on YouTube about Verizon Fios. You've been having some trouble with it.
Well, like I said, it was on my YouTube video. It's also on, I had a 7-minute video, and the point of it was my Verizon Fios box just reboots itself at random. I just got the other box yesterday via the UPS. I just put it together last night, and everything's working just fine. So
check this out, guys. You guys would appreciate this. This is something I got a long time ago. I met Owen Hart. Where'd it go? There's Owen. I met Owen Hart at WrestleMania 15, and I got on this WWF Attitude, and then a couple years later, after Owen passed away, I got his brother Brett to sign right next to him, right there.
That's awesome.
So Brett and Owen, I told Brett when I met him.
That is awesome.
About it, and that's
awesome.
Actually, and a side note, which always gets overlooked, This is Mick Foley, so Mick Foley's on here too. But this is one of my coolest things that I own. It's got, how are you ever going to get an Owen Hart autograph again? You're not. So pretty cool autograph that I have.
So that's 3 autographs you got there?
Yeah, Owen, Brett, and Mick Foley on there.
Okay.
Yeah, I got Brett's about, I don't know, 2004, I think, or 2005, and Owens was at WrestleMania 15 in Philly. That was a couple months before he died.
No Jarrett, no Jeff Jarrett, because I think that was his tag team partner.
Yeah.
No, he was signing with Mick before Mania that day.
Okay.
Wait, let me ask you a question real quick before we move on. I showed the worst autograph I ever got. Here it is.
What the
Buff
hell?
Bagwell.
Oh my, look at that.
Buff Bagwell.
Why would you get
Well, here's the best one, of course.
Oh, Sting.
Mr. Hinkle, why would you get a Buff Bagwell autograph?
What? I met him in 1992 when he was Marcus Bagwell. Would you believe I even have a picture of Sleeping Beauty?
Wait a minute, Mr. Hinkle, let me see that picture of Buff Bagwell again.
Oh wait, I should show you. I'm gonna show you the other one. Wait.
No, let me see the Buff Bagwell picture. Let me see it again.
Okay, here's this one with Scott Steiner.
All right, there's Scott Steiner. Now where's Buff? All right, let me see that. Hold it close up. All right, that is not 1992. That is definitely 90.
But I met him long time ago.
That is not the American male. That is Buff Bagwell licking his arm.
Well, I remember when him and Too Cold Scorpio were tag team partners.
Yeah, look, I even got meat.
Oh wow, meat! Look at that. Oh, what did he write on there? I got like Sean Stasiak. What did he write on there?
Best wishes. God bless.
Hold that up. I haven't seen that guy in ages. Let me see that real quick.
He's a chiropractor in Dallas, Texas.
Wow, was that guy the biggest bust of all time?
Well,
He was the son of Stan Stasiak. He was supposed to be like the next big thing, and never panned out.
Real quick, Scott Steiner owns a Shoney's
Planet
in
Stasiak.
Georgia.
Yeah. Oh, Shoney's. Yeah. Man, that makes me want to watch Planet Stasiak Bullet Club. I don't know. Planet Stasiak.
And we got She-Ra.
Those are some shitty days. Planet Stasiak. It was like him and Lex Luger, right? Without that Planet Stasiak. That was a shitty.
Hey, look, Ryan. I even got He-Man.
You got He-Man's autograph. I didn't know He-Man was a real person, but you got his autograph.
What?
She-Ra.
Wait a minute, Big
How
Josh.
many autographs you got on that book? My gosh.
Big Josh. Wait a minute.
We got 4 autograph books, like 200 autographs.
No
Big
RoboCop,
Josh.
I see.
Big Josh.
200 autographs? Really?
Big
Yes.
Josh. Big
Yes.
Josh. My friend, my buddy.
What, Roo?
I need to tell you something.
What?
You got ripped off from the He-Man autograph. He-Man is not a real person.
It's the guy who did the voice.
Oh, all right. I thought maybe it was like a guy on a street corner dressed as He-Man.
No, it's the guy who did the voice, John Earl. Here's the worst autograph of them all.
Or Dolph Lundgren.
Mr. Lane is frozen, by the way. It looks.
Dixie Carter.
Oh, wait a minute. We're going to go back to Dixie. Let me see. Wow, Dixie. Look at that. To Josh, best wishes to you always. Cheers. Oh, that's Ed. That's Ed on the limb. I was reading Ed's autograph. Wait a minute. Open that back up again. Open back. Okay.
Just focus on that. What? Damn it.
All right, wait a minute. We got to put it back on the MILF there. All right. Josh. What else did she write? Scroll down towards the bosom.
It's just Dixie Carter.
Okay, she didn't have time to write anything else, I guess.
Well,
Too busy not paying everyone.
Well, here's the thing though. When I got the picture, the large envelope,
Yeah.
they didn't have enough postage. I had to pay $1.50 in postage.
Yeah.
That's how cheap they are.
Well, I will say this. Let me tell you something. Because I have to put Dixie Carter over for something she did over 10 years ago for me.
Oh God.
Now this is a nice story.
Okay.
I was a big TNA fan during the days of AJ and Christopher Daniels. Remember when Christopher Daniels and AJ would have those matches, those like killer triple threat matches back like 05 and stuff? I brought a TNA sign to a WWE live show. I think it was a Raw or a SmackDown.
Raw show.
Yeah, Raw show. And Kevin Dunn ordered security. I know it was Kevin Dunn. ordered security to have my sign ripped up. And they did. They ripped it up. That is a shoot. Like, if you want to know if WWE takes away signs, they do, and they rip it up. They ripped up my TNA sign. And this is back when TNA wasn't even a threat. They ripped it up. So that just tells you their mindset. So afterwards, I don't remember. I used to have Dixie's email, and I don't know if I emailed her. I kind of think that she reached out to me somehow because I think I emailed like Wade Keller or something, and he posted the story how they ripped up my sign. Dixie contacted me, I'm pretty sure, via email, and then said, Ryan, I'm going to send you out a TNA care package. She sent me a personal care package with TNA posters, some other gimmick, something like that. So props to her for doing that. So I have to put her over for that. She sent me a personal care
That's
package.
really sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember this story
very
was
thoughtful.
posted online because I do remember reading a little online story about that incident because I was there with you. in
Right, yeah.
Philadelphia When
Yeah.
during this Raw. This was like years ago. I think it was like 2004 or 2005 at the time because I
Yes.
do remember this vividly. Because we
Correct,
were
yes.
there as a group and it was on the Raw show and then they because I remember you had brought that same TNA sign I think to Orlando at one time. I think I remember you had showed me that sign I think when you had went to a TNA show in Orlando at the time. So I do remember that. But
Yeah.
that was a little bit harsh. But I'm glad that TNA did care about their story. And
Right.
you took like a then really crazy risk, but then it paid off for you, which was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it did. It was back in those days. It was like, I really wanted a second alternative to succeed. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. But
Right.
all right, guys. Anybody have any? I think we should kind of wrap this up today. But I want to go around the horn. We all know that ESPN show Around the Horn, and basically have anybody hit anything, whatever the hell they want to get off their chest. You can shoot as long as you want. One last Around the Horn. We call it Final Thoughts, but when I host, it's called Around the Horn. Final thoughts, Mr. Lane. You're swinging. I'm thinking you want to talk about baseball. What do you think?
Well, I want to know if there's any baseball fans here. I'm just going to do some brief predictions right here.
All right, go.
I had this on my YouTube, so as you can see right there, those are my Western Division teams right there. I have the Dodgers winning it. Then with the Central, I have the Cardinals. A lot of hype about the Cubs, but also, let me get my finger out of there. As you can see here, I'm a Braves fan, but I did also predict that my Braves would finish in last place. And we're losing real bad. I wish Mr. Page and Zorcy were here. See, because Mr. Page should be a happy man because they're kicking the snot out of my team. And then also, let's see, in the American League, let's see, you got the Blue Jays, Rays, Red Sox, all those teams there. I have the Royals winning the Central, and also I have the Rangers winning the West. So those are just my brief baseball predictions. If you want to see the baseball predictions, you go to my YouTube channel, Mr. Lane Sir. So you could just go to my YouTube channel, and I have videos on that. I have baseball predictions. I try to break down some baseball stuff, for myself. So check it out, please. Baseball and primarily PlayStation. So
Very good.
that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Big Josh Hinkle. Around the Horn. You want to shoot on something? Get anything you want off your chest. Go, Big Josh.
Well, I just subscribed to Mr. Lane's channel.
Okay, good. You got a new subscriber, Big Josh TV.
Awesome. Thank you.
No problem. Well, I just want to say that, hey, it's been one of those weeks if we go through tragedy in life, but we overcome all the things in life that gets handed to us. So I just want to say, after dealing with one lousy troll on YouTube, I know nothing's going to bring me down. Not depression, no BS, because I'm Big Josh. I'm the heart and soul of this show. I'm the heart and soul of the brand. I'm the heart and soul of some internet radio show in Kent, Ohio.
Wait, what?
It's called Some Kind of Radio Show.
In Canton, Ohio.
Oh.
No, Kent, Ohio.
All right.
Kent,
Well,
Ohio.
all right. We're gonna call that radio show, and I want to know about. This is interesting. You bring it up. I didn't know you're a heart and soul of a radio show in Ohio.
Well, yeah, I call in this radio show, and they got a trivia contest going on every Friday. But the funny part is that nobody calls into the radio show. I'm the only one that has ever called in.
Very
I
cool.
want two DVDs,
Hey, it's worth it, Big Josh. That's awesome, Big Josh. I'm proud of you.
and I get to play again Friday.
Very cool. Very cool.
What?
Um,
Sweet. That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
trivia contest. I want to win some more DVDs.
I hope so, Big Josh.
Have you won the contest before that?
Yes, but there's no rules. I know the guy. He has no rules or nothing.
Okay.
It's a nice show. It's just I talked to actor Troy Froman from Saved by the Bell.
Very cool, Big Josh. I'm gonna check it out very soon. Very soon, Big Josh. Thank you again, Big Josh, for joining us. I hope you got everything you wanted off your chest today. Flexing, posing, and a flex and a pose, and a flex and a pose, and a flex and a pose. Pose and a flex and a pose, and a pose and a flex. Flex and pose, west side, west side. West side for the hink side, or the hink side. All right. Crow Fairy Tale, otherwise known as Bullet Club. Get something off your chest. What do you have to say, Bullet Club? Anything?
May 8th, that's Mother's Day. ROH is going to have a pay-per-view. They're going to have, check this out. Jay Lethal, the ROH champion, versus Colt Cabana for the title.
Oh, wow.
What now?
Yeah.
Is that in Philly?
No, that's actually in Chicago. It's part of their World Wars. Or it's with New Japan and ROH.
Damn.
Global Wars, I think it's called.
Has Cabana ever won the ROH title before?
I don't think he has. I'm surprised he even got a shot at the ROH title.
Yeah,
Damn.
because he's more of a. I mean,
But I think it's awesome though. Wow, Colt Cabana, because I actually listen. No, go ahead.
No, I think you were going to say about Art of Wrestling. I
listen to his podcast all the time, and he wrestles every so often. But to get a title shot like that, I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool actually.
Yeah,
so I'm kind of looking forward to actually seeing that.
Yeah, that's definitely. I had no idea.
I'm pretty sure, and I'm sure a lot of people don't know about that either. So
no,
just something to check out if you can.
Yeah, this is the first I'm hearing of it. I was just listening to Art of Wrestling last week. He had Rockstar Spud on there, so very, very entertaining podcast. Art of Wrestling. I definitely recommend it. I love listening to.
I love it too. It's great.
Yeah, awesome. I do want to try to get out to the arena. I know it's far away from you and Buffalo, but hopefully this summer maybe we can go to find some sort of show. It's not like it used to be, man. Back in 10 years ago, the arena would have literally a show every week, 2 shows every weekend. So now it's
I know they don't do that anymore. ECW did that too, years ago. Every so often, every Friday night, they always come to Buffalo. They're at the Burke Flickinger Center. They'd have a show. It'd be a house show or a televised show or something, and they don't do that anymore. It's so disappointing because I watch I go to the independent wrestling shows in my area. They're called ESW, which stands for Empire State Wrestling.
Okay.
And it's basically like the WWE of Western New York, basically. In Buffalo. And they have a big show. They have 2 big shows, and the one I'm going to in May, they're gonna have I found this out yesterday. I almost had a heart attack. Michael Elgins, Unbreakable Michael Elgins from ROH,
right,
versus Chris Hero.
Oh,
in
wow.
a match. Chris Hero versus Michael Elgins. I'm holy shit.
Who,
exactly.
Bullet Club, that's gonna be awesome. I love Chris Hero. Do you know who the promoter is for that? I may know who it is, or the booker for that.
It was Johnny Puma, also known as Scott Heim, but now it's actually Brett. Oh, I can't think of his last name. It starts with an S though.
Okay, because there was a dude I used to know that booked. I'm trying to think of his name. God, it's not Keith. Shit. Well, I can't think of his name anymore. But I knew a guy who was booking for. Well, I'll get his name next week. But anyway, very good. And my final thought, looking forward to watching. I just picked up the horror movie. I love Trick or Treat, the horror movie, and the director writer of that, Michael Dougherty.
Krampus?
What's that?
Did you get Krampus?
I picked up. I bought the.
I see.
Blu-ray
It's
of
awesome.
Krampus. Yeah, I bought the Blu-ray of Krampus. Looking forward to check it out because not only do I, like I said, looking forward to seeing this. I'm a big fan of Trick or Treat. Matter of fact, I had the graphic novel comic book right here, and this is pretty sweet. This just came out last fall, and Trick or Treat 2 is in the works. I think he's writing it right now, and then they're filming it probably at the end of the year. It'll be out next year, so that'll be pretty cool.
Awesome.
Also, what else? That's pretty much it. I'll be at my brother's wedding this weekend in May. We're going to have a couple more tapings at a Monster Truck show with Herb Crackerjack, and then we're doing something funny with Tony Malibu. So if you're watching this, if you guys are
Tony
watching
Malibu.
Malibuzi, you can
Boom.
Boom it, yeah. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/RooTV.
Root TV. I want my Root TV. Damn it.
Damn right. I think that's pretty much it, guys. I hope we can join us next week. Mr. Justin will be on his honeymoon, so he can't, but maybe I can host next week again too. I think we had a good time here. So for myself, for Buffalo, New York's Bullet Club, for Mr. Lane, for Big Josh Hinkle, and for my brother Justin, who is not here, I would like to say thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week. Cheers, guys. Woo!
Woo!
Hallelujah.